What's going on, guys? Night Rainbow here with another reaction video, and I'm going to be taking a look at uh, the last few episodes of the uh, Mentally Advanced series. Um, this is going to be episodes 20 to 22. I believe there was a episode 23, but it was unreleased. So I'm not going to worry about watching that one since it's what they have up there isn't going to be finished. Um, I was gonna do episode 20 on Zone and then do 21 and 22 together as another video, but I decided I just wanted to go ahead, finish these three up in one video, and that way I could go ahead and jump into the negative series right after. So go ahead, start up with episode 20 in 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, Mr. Mouse. Now I want you to stay off of that leg for about 2 months. And when the cast is ready to come off, please don't chew off your own leg. I cannot count the number of times that has happened with my mouse friends. I know
Oh no.
it seems like a good idea at the time because it gets the cast removed, but you have to remember that it's disruptive for the treatment of your leg. So, come to me and I will get it off for you. Also, don't go to the vet. I know that he's in town, but he will charge you money because he doesn't treat with love like I do. And finally, because I know that she's the one who bit your leg in the first place, if your wife decides to eat you
Wow.
for the delicious nutrients in your body, you have to put your foot down, your other foot, the one that's still okay, and you tell her, we may be omnivores, but we are not omni-impolite. Oh, hello, Angel. I was just helping the mice that live in my walls and eat your food and stuff. I'm sorry. No, Angel, we need to live in harmony. Oh, are you thinking about time? I think about time a lot. Like how your whole existence is defined by what others think about
Those
you.
eyes.
That means that if others don't think about you a whole lot, then it's like you don't even exist. I think maybe because I take care of so many little animals,
I could just
and
stare
they
at
all
those
have
eyes.
such very short memories, it's like I barely am real at all, and that's why Twilight Sparkle
Angel's
doesn't
done.
ever remember my name. But thankfully I have you, who thinks about me quite a lot. Oh, are you saying it's time for my shower? Okay. I was thinking, though, maybe I could do without supervision.
What?
Okay. Well, then maybe can you not slap the soap away every 5 minutes? I get really tired of bending over to pick it up again so often.
What?
Well, that's okay. I guess the exercise is good for me.
Wait, what? That one's somewhere I wasn't
Such
expecting.
a time-efficient bell on that clock. Gosh, you'd think that a lot more clocks would be like that because they're all about saving time. My life is really boring. Oh, wait, I just remembered. I'm sorry, Angel. I'm gonna have to shower another time. There's something going on at the Sugar Cube corner.
Hey, you guys. Since you're guarding Celestia, is it okay that I've been arrested a few times? It's not for criminal stuff, it's because I fly really fast and crash through walls, and then sometimes ponies call the police and I get arrested for breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm.
If you could change the laws, that would be really great because I get in trouble with that a lot. It's cool, I'm friends with Celestia. Okay, see you guys later.
That doesn't work like that. Rainbow.
So I take it you are the yellow girl that Twilight has been ominously referring to in letters.
Ominously? Like, how do you mean?
She continually refers to a yellow girl in numerous situations without ever connecting any of the reference. In fact, it's why I'm presently in Ponyville.
Oh, then yes.
Really?
I'm the yellow one.
I thought you might be someone else. I didn't realize my student was referring to the element of kindness.
If you thought I was the king
Wow.
in yellow, he did come to my house recently, but his robes were at the dry cleaners.
I can't tell if you're joking.
I'm so bad at social interaction. Your bird looks really sick.
It's a phoenix. In time it will perish and be reborn. I've heard they can detect true innocence, but I've never seen evidence at Aruma.
Is it yours?
In the grand scheme, I claim ownership of nothing. Call it an opinion of living for a millennium.
Well, it was
Okay.
really nice of you to bring your pet bird for no reason like that. You're a lot nicer than everyone says you are.
Even a tiger can smile, dear. I'm gonna have a little food.
So, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Phoenix, I know you're probably really scared, but don't you worry. Fluttershy knows how to love an animal better than any pony in Ponyville.
So you just
You
flat
can
out,
sit
flat out
right
stole it?
here or anywhere else you want, but this, I guess, is where I'm gonna set you. I bet that you've seen all kinds of fun things at the castle. I bet you've seen the garden. I hear the garden at the castle has all kinds of animals that just love ponies. Okay, I'm gonna admit that when I took you from your cage, I thought that I would come up with an idea on the way here. But you still look really sick, and I don't know what's wrong with you. So, maybe we can start with the pill. This is a fish pill. I know it looks really
Why are
large,
you worried, though?
but good news, it's a suppository.
Celestia said that it was going to
It's
perish
not
and be
really a
reborn.
suppository. I saw that joke on TV and heard someone else repeat it once, and in the right context with a good delivery, it was kind of funny. But I screwed up the joke.
Of course.
Sometimes I worry I have a mental handicap. I think everyone has doubts like that sometimes, though. At least I hope everyone does. I mean, I don't hope everyone is insecure, I just think that. Can you please eat your pill? Okay, you don't have to. We'll try something else. How about some soup instead? I dissolved the pill in the soup. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that with that kind of pill, but I figure some medicine is better than no medicine. So I won't force you, but just please give it a try. Please give it a try. I won't force you, just try. Try the soup. Would a rare magical bird have a really specific diet?
Of
Would
course.
you like some bird seed? Or are you maybe a bird of prey? Actually, I don't know of any birds that drink soup. Maybe this was really, really, really stupid.
Yeah.
Hold still. Hold still. Hold still.
What are you doing? Oh my god.
So, okay. Now I've taped feathers on you. I figure if you look better, maybe you'll feel better, and then you'll get better. Now, I don't think we should panic, but this is probably the best idea I have, and I am starting to feel like I am rapidly losing confidence.
You should.
Hey, I'm just coming by on royal duties. I'm looking for the princess's bird, and someone pointed me in this direction. Oh my god, what the crap?
Sorry.
What have you been doing? Are you torturing this thing for information?
No.
Good, because it doesn't know anything.
It just looked really sick, and I thought it needed affection.
What do you think? The god princess of Equestria doesn't have her own personal bird handler?
I don't see how a professional can offer as much love as...
Stop! I know him personally. He loves this bird. I know because baby dragons love to eat phoenix eggs. And Spike, you know, he will do things if he thinks he's not gonna get caught.
Okay, well that
Wow.
might be, but I am really good with animals.
Okay, what is your name?
It's Fluttershy.
Well, guess what? The bird handler's name is Phoenix Keeper, and his cutie mark is a phoenix.
Well, obviously he's not as gentle then, because my cutie mark is butterflies, and that means...
Are you sure it's butterflies and not like dicks penetrating the butts of society?
Oh, they don't even look like that.
Really? Because, you know, I've never seen butterflies with blue bodies and pink wings, but I've known quite a few guys with blue junk, and I've seen quite a few ponies with pink butts.
They're not
Really?
butts, and they have antenna.
I am calling the guards. Look, I'm not normally the type to get the Royal Guard involved in something, but I am not going to be an accomplice to something like this.
Twilight, wait. If you open the door that wide, my animal friends will escape.
If you like your animal friends so much, then why do you keep them locked up in a tiny little cottage that smells like cat urine? Shit.
Good job.
So this was some real predictable crap right here.
Maybe I can still hide the body.
You are so utterly beyond screwed. Your Highness, I was too slow to stop her.
It's true. I stole the bird, but out of a sense of love and obligation, and it was good intentions that led to the murder.
Murder.
Ugh, well, thank God it was just at the end of its stupid life cycle.
Oh, well, in that case, Princess Celestia, I'm very sorry I stole your bird, but I think I learned a valuable lesson about asking permission.
I could care less. But it would set a bad precedent to ignore.
Oh, wow. Just threw her in jail. Okay. Sure. Oh, that was weird. All right. Oh man, I feel so bad for her in this series. Oh goodness. Definitely a boring lifestyle though. That's for certain. Okay. Go ahead and jump into episode 21. And start that in 3, 2, 1, start.
Every time we can't think of
Focus
something,
on.
somehow we always default to whatever Scootaloo suggests. I cannot fathom how this always occurs. We could kill Twilight Sparkle. I always suggest killing Twilight Sparkle, but instead, we cover ourselves in honey and pine needles.
Well, I thought the plan was logical. I figured for sure we'd attract hummingbirds this way. If we'd caught one for a pet, I would have been so thrilled.
You can't catch hummingbirds with honey, baby.
Wait, well then now I'm just confused. I thought this was your idea.
Everything we do is to satisfy Scootaloo's stupid primal urges.
Uh-huh.
I always want to do something else, but somehow I'm always outvoted.
One of these days, my ideas are gonna pay off, baby. Then we'll have all the honey we want.
I thought you said honey for the hummies. Maybe honeys. Okay.
Birds, honeys, whatever slang you gotta use, baby. We're gonna have a lot of whatever it is, just as soon as I figure out the key to doing it.
I have an idea. What if we
Let's
seduce
do it.
Twilight Sparkle to death?
I will admit that does sound like a good way to spend the afternoon.
Frackerside, how's that gonna work? You get her to lean down for a kiss and then you kick her in the head?
How about we work on doing that? But instead of kicking her in the head, we instead just caress her gently.
No. Seduction is all about subtlety. If we kick her in the head, it's like playing hard to get. It will draw her in further.
I don't know. Sounds self-defeating to me. This might be hard to swallow, Frackerside, but you might be worse at love than Scootaloo.
Baby, everybody is clumsier at love than Scootaloo. That don't mean other ponies need to feel bad about it.
Damn it, I am trying to meet you guys halfway here. Can we please just seduce/kill Twilight Sparkle for once?
I kinda wanna go home and just play Monopoly or something.
Baby, you can go home and play Monopoly anytime. But how often do we seduce Twilight Sparkle?
Probably about as often as we play Monopoly by my count. You guys always turn me down. I don't know what it is. Every single day, you just want to kill Twilight Sparkle or go seduce something. Do y'all ever get tired of trying to find new ways to do the same thing all the time? And for that matter, we could probably very well seduce Twilight Sparkle anytime we want if we could.
If we do it right, we'll only have to do it once.
Are y'all
True.
referring to the seduction or the murder?
Both.
Okay, well, supposing we have nothing in common, which is pretty darn likely, and we get in a fight with her, which is pretty darn likely, and then we break up.
It won't matter because she will be dead.
Okay, well, what if she just comes back as a zombie? Then you got egg on your face.
Then she's already lost her soul properly, and I don't care. Beyond what would be expected of a normal pony.
Twilight is already kind of soulless, if I can be totally upfront with y'all about my opinions.
Yeah.
Don't even joke about that. I don't have an interest in her soul, if that's what you're wondering. But if she didn't have one, by Lord Azathoth's 100 screaming mouths, I will have a normal emotional response.
Let's just start with the seduction, baby, and work everything out from there. Let Scootaloo do the talking.
Really, all the problems facing Equestria today are internal. You take Mayor Mare, and she's just a picture of incompetence, for example.
That's good, baby.
And the more serious problem is that tomorrow's generation is going to have to pick up the slack. And from what I've seen, I kind of doubt that you guys have the gumption.
I have the gumption for the bumpin'.
You know, when I was your age, I used to study non-stop. That's how I enjoyed my free time. Every single finished book was like a little packet of life satisfaction.
I'm into satisfaction, baby.
Of course, I came from really good family stock. My brother's in the Royal Guard, you know, and we used to get into these high-profile events. Ceremonies with Celestia, personally present, although I didn't know her then. God, I wish I did.
I'm a little ball of fire myself, baby, and I could surprise you too. Of course, I'm just the right temperature up close.
Point is,
Dear
all that studying
God.
paid off, in the broadest sense. Out of the blue, I got an acceptance letter from Canterlot School for Gifted Ponies, signed by the princess and everything. I don't remember the exact process because I was little, but after I got accepted, I still had to pass an exam to prove I could do the magic. A lot of kids struggle at that age, and I did too, but I knew the theory perfectly. A little bit of huffing and puffing, and voila! Spike popped out of an egg. Apparently that kind of magic power is really rare even among adults, so it was pretty amazing I could pull it off. Must have been some kind of latent ability, though, because it wasn't until later that I could really do magic consistently. But when I got a little older, my cutie mark showed up, and that was that.
A cutie mark for fate, like star-crossed love. And now you're in Ponyville. Who can say where that little glittering diamond in the sky will lead those sexy haunches now, baby?
Home. Because I'm sick of talking to kids.
Well, okay, baby. We've got to be at Rarity's house for lunch anyway, but if you ever get a hungering for Scootaloo, you just scream my name at the top of your lungs and I'll come running.
I must confess a less than enthusiastic opinion of Scootaloo's performance.
Sometimes it's all about the waiting game, baby. You've just got to let that love sink in a little. Give her time to fantasize in our absence.
I would like to suggest a more aggressive approach, followed by more aggressive murder.
I think you and I have two totally different ways of enticing the ladies, baby.
Oh, Are
Definitely.
you guys talking about teasing the little boys at school?
Not exactly, baby, but we are not opposed to a little bit of teasing.
You must be so adorable playing the field out there, and here I was worried that Sweetie Belle was socially awkward.
Who is socially awkward? I am developing normally.
Really? Because the other day you smothered a butterfly and declared it as an offering to some made-up little religion.
Religion is perfectly ordinary. Everybody worships an actual god horse that raises the sun every single day like it has nothing better to do.
Yes,
Sure.
a real live god who actually shows up to public fundraisers and talks about the economy.
When I refer to the blind idiot god from whence all chaos and destiny stem, I am of course referring only to the same god horse that everyone else worships. All ponies experience religion in their individual ways, and in that matter, I am just as everyone else. There is nothing suspicious about smothering a butterfly and offering it to the void beyond the universe.
Sweetie Belle, most of us worship her by paying taxes, you know. She's much more vocally appreciative of that than she is of sacrificing living creatures.
I am worshipping in my own way, just as all ponies do. It's perfectly ordinary.
Let's back up to loving the little boys at school, baby. I bet you have all kinds of stories.
Oh, about when I attended school.
Of course, she wants
Well,
to know
I
about that.
certainly do. You know, I was a great fashionista even back then. I knew that the key to good clothing design was a bedazzler and a wide selection of mismatched rhinestones. Of course, not everyone could share my genius.
Of course.
Now, these are lovely, Rarity, but I worry they might be a bit on the gaudy side.
Too gaudy? Bitch, are you drunk on
Damn.
power or on wine?
That awful teacher forced me to slave away, redesigning my precious costumes to be plain, dull, and boring,
Just like the entire performance they were designed for. Honestly, I know it's cute to dress your child up as a pie, but parents need to seek deeper inspiration. But then
Yes.
it hit me.
Let me keep the rhinestones, or I will collaborate with your political enemies.
Now, she didn't think I could at first, but it turned out that I was a better actor than the kids on stage, and an excellent saboteur, if I may say so myself. And that's how Toothpaste Afro and Miss Cheerilee played the part of a bedazzled pie and a bunch of bananas, respectively. Afterward, I got my cutie mark.
Okay, define socially awkward for me. Because I'm honestly trying to learn here, and I can't tell which one of us is doing things wrong. And I think it is you.
Fine, Sweetie Belle. You know, if I didn't know you were my sister, I would think that we weren't even related. But you've had your lunch, now go out and play.
Every time I talk to my sister, I feel so stupid.
You just don't know how to talk to the ladies, baby. You gotta be more smooth.
I brush my hair regularly. There is nothing wrong with the smoothness of my coat.
Well, if you let me verify that, baby, I'll take your word for it. Hoo!
Very well. You may test my smoothness when our journey of fun has ended.
Pinky is in the wagon now. Yes.
Oh, hi.
There, you see? I told you guys, it is perfectly normal to coalesce into existence sometimes.
Yes, Pinky's ways are best. And Pinkie Pie hears you strive for the seduction of Twilight Sparkle. Yes.
Baby, we merely strive as nature intended for the seduction of any living thing that can be seducted.
Pinky bears to you the story.
We are small children and have nothing in common with you.
Yes.
Fine. Hang out with us, but try to act like you are teaching so it isn't weird.
Once upon a time, there was the Pinkie Pie. Yes. She was extraordinarily pink. Silence!
So pink.
Yes. In the days of Pinky's past, Pinky slaved upon the rock farms. It is there that she tasted oppression.
A rock farm? That's dumb. Y'all can't grow rocks.
Where do you think cobblestone roads are born from? Yes. Pinky appears mysteriously in your wagon, and you question the value of collecting stones for the construction.
Yes,
You question the
you
origin
don't
of
question
your
stuff like
cobbles.
that.
Yes.
Should we question how y'all got in the wagon?
No. Yes. Pinky would punish you. And Pinky knows punishment, for her father obtained the sideburns of this day, and used them upon the Pie family. Each day we lived in fear that the sideburns would come for us. Yes.
Wow.
Where some of the small child persuasions are in terror of the monster beneath the bed, Pinky fears only the facial hairs in the darkness.
There are many things you should fear in the darkness.
Foolish child.
Dracus, I wouldn't know.
Many a repugnant thing had reached from the shadows of Pinky's father's sideburns. As Pinky dreamed, she lived upon the peninsula of Zura. Yes, wherein the sideburns reigned as supreme ruler.
Your father's sideburns rule Zura, as in the city of unattainable pleasures.
Yes, and their will was absolute.
Why have these sideburns sided with Twilight Sparkle?
You ask Pinky why? It is because the blind god is incapable of defending his own. Yes, it is as though through a kaleidoscope that Pinky sees. But Pinky sees the power slipping and dancing away in her dreams. Not the Twilight specifically. The Sweetie Belle sleep the same as Pinkie Pie.
Possibly. Only if most ponies have these kinds of dreams. Otherwise, no.
We have no idea what you're talking about, baby, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, then, I have no idea what's going on either. But divulge all you know immediately.
Well, Pinky threw a party for Pinky's little sister, yes, and it was a very successful party, and it was then that Pinky achieved her cutie mark.
No. Go back to the part about the peninsula of Zura.
Pinky's memories have popped like the gripe. Yes, nothing remains.
Sometimes Pinky obtains the twitches and foresees the future. But tell no one. Yes.
I seriously had no idea what she was talking about. All is proceeding in a way that is not alarming.
Of course.
Hey guys, I hear you're listening to everybody's stories.
Baby, I would love to hear about anything you have to say.
Oh, well, I got this really good one that I heard. Are you guys ready? Is that cool?
You're cool, baby. You're about as cool as you are sexy, which is pretty darn sexy. Hooah.
Aw.
Hurrah.
Okay. So, anyway, when AJ was just a little girl, she was all like, I'm not running around just fine, because, you know, she was getting to be that age where kids start to be rebellious. She decided that today she was going to sell oranges. I mean, she didn't really want to sell oranges, but I think she was hoping that maybe everyone would miss her if she left for a while. Sometimes, you know, you just got to get away from your family, but AJ was a little too little for that, so she stayed with her other family, and they happened to live in Manhattan. It's like a big city where all kind of ponies live together, only instead of knowing each other, they avoid eye contact. It's also really expensive. Anyway, those really rich ponies would talk to Applejack and she wouldn't know how to respond. They'd be like, "What's a rooster?" Because they'd never seen a rooster. And AJ would wonder, should I tell them it's a bird? Or should I make up a lie and pretend it's something more exciting? It's a party, I should be interesting. But then it was too late. They brought some food.
I forgot about this
really
part.
Tiny, and it was rated with the Maginot Star.
That AJ actually
basically,
went
it
to
was
go
like the kind
live
of stuff most ponies
in
never
Manhattan
taste
for a
in
little bit.
lifetime. They bring out the one little one, and you think, oh, is this all? But then they come out with more stuff, and they keep going all night until you're full. If you're really trying to impress a girl who's kind of the romantic type, it's crazy expensive. Like 500 bits for a meal or something. But the girl will just be blown away.
Baby, that is the first story someone's told us today that didn't have advice that specifically and only pertained to the pony telling the story. And for that, I thank you. I will bear that in mind. Maginot Star. Keeping it.
You're welcome.
So we don't get Rainbow's story. Oh my goodness. I love Scootaloo so much. Holy shit. So it seems like Pinkie Pie and Drakazad are actually we're actually starting to hit it off a little bit there. Oh god, I can only go in a bad direction. Okay, go ahead and finish up with episode 22 in 3, 2, 1, start. The heck? Oh, stupid owl.
Be quiet. Owl. Be quiet. Shush! Thank you. If you're responding to my thanks, then great, but just silence now, please. I would reach out and smack you off your perch, but it's late and I'm tired, so stop. Oh my god. So have you figured out what you're gonna do with this thing yet? I'm not even really sure how to feed it. I don't know the first thing about owls. Do you think it's gonna fly out and feed itself, or what? You're asking if I think a domesticated owl that's trapped in your house is gonna find a way to feed itself. Oh, come on, they're supposed to be wise animals. I can't tell if you're joking or being willfully ignorant. I could be both.
Yeah.
Very funny. Well, you ought to be taking this more seriously. This is the princess's bird. We're gonna get killed. It's not Celestia's bird. I'd be freaking out right now if it was. It's not. So it's Luna's bird? Oh crap, it's gonna explode, isn't it? No. Cadence and my brother sent it. Oh, the third princess, yeah. She and your brother have been dating for a while now. Yeah, my mom's been badgering him about engagement. They've been talking about it, but nothing yet. How is your mom, by the way? I miss her cooking. Back before I was doing it. She's doing okay. Yeah, she and Dad are getting along, and we're both getting old enough now. She's starting to write to me about her sex life.
Oh god.
They're doing okay. Oh boy, just what you wanted to hear. It's whatever. I mean, she knows I've got a lot of medical background, so I kind of default as the family, I don't know, doctor, I guess. Uh-oh, what kind of bedroom business requires a doctor? Nothing. She just doesn't know what I know, so she'll ask questions and fish for answers. If I know something, I can help out, but it tends to be stuff like, is Dad, still young enough to do this, or could I die from a perforated colon? Well, I've been wondering though, can you tell me, what is Cadence a princess of? The color pink. Oh, come on. I think love.
but I never really figured out for sure, because how do you rule over an intangible concept? Sounds like cheating. If someone doesn't like the way you've been ruling, you say, "What? You don't like the way I've been ruling? Well, if you're not in love with the way I'm doing things, clearly it's not in my jurisdiction." Oh yeah, if you're not happy, you better find the Princess of Hate. Don't come whine to me. Hey Twilight, you ever stop to think it's weird how connected your family is? What do you mean? Well, the God Princess of the Sun is your personal teacher, the God Princess of Love is your personal babysitter, your brother is the commander of the Royal Guard, and your family's only upper middle class. So my family's upper middle class, that's not weird. That's not the weird part. The weird part is that your family isn't politically influential, and yet somehow you're still the center of everything. No, that's an exaggeration. Now, hear me out, because this keeps me up at night, and I am shocked that you haven't thought of it yourself. What if there's a reason for it? What if they're focused on you for something? Oh, come on, you gotta use Occam's razor. I think Celestia is just aware of my magical potential, and she's keeping me in check. Oh, come on, Twilight, you're good, but you're not that good. Ask yourself, do you think you could ever lead a country? Well, alright, what do you think it means? Because otherwise we're just making assumptions.
Give it a few
I
more
don't know,
seasons.
but look at the circumstances. Celestia has your family close to her there in Canterlot. She sent you away to Ponyville where you can't reach them, which still implies I'm the potential threat. Twilight, moving family around is something you do with provincial leaders. If it was just you that she's worried about, then why wouldn't she just worry about you? Spike, it's been real quiet in Ponyville, and I don't want to think about this, or else I'm gonna stay up for the rest of the week. So go and help me find a book on this stupid bird in my house. Don't we have more important stuff to do than focus on your pet owl? No. Not today. Okay, fine. What kind of owl is it? I don't know. Get the book so we can look it up. Okay, I'm going. So, aside from figuring out how we're gonna feed this thing, what do you hope to learn? Maybe I can teach it tricks, like to fetch books or something. Oh, gunning for my job, huh? You gonna get jealous? Oh, heaven forbid I don't get to do this more often. I don't think that bird could carry books anyway. Maybe children's books. You know it'd be good? If that owl had levitation powers. If that owl could levitate books, then I wouldn't have to climb up here and put my life in danger. We do need a taller ladder, but it's gonna come out of your allowance. Why? Life's about earning, Spike. But I never earn anything no matter how hard I work. Also, I can't find your stupid book. Well, look harder. I'm piercing the shelves with my fiercest gaze. I'm not seeing it. Oh, come on, that's impossible. I just reorganized yesterday. Well, see, that's the problem. It's disorganized. You keep reorganizing it, I can never find anything. It's a really simple system. It should be next to the book
Twilight.
vowels. You have got to be kidding me. This system is never gonna work. It works like a mnemonic device. Once you learn it, it's gonna revolutionize the way that you find books. Okay, I found your book, but we're gonna have to change the system again. What? No, Spike, learn the new system. It's better. Nay, once you learn it, you're gonna find it's so much easier to remember where stuff is. I have had it up to here with this, Twilight. I am not learning a new organizational pattern every single week. Fine. Stay in the past with Dewey Decimal, see if I care. Thank you. You micromanage too much, you know. Whatever. I don't know what to do with this bird. I mean, it can see in the dark. Maybe it could lead me around when it's dark. It's not a seeing eye dog, Twilight. And besides, I'm a dragon. We live in caves. I've got a certain amount of dark sight if you need it. How would you find an owl in the dark anyway? The whole point of their natural camouflage is not to be seen. I'm just grasping at straws here, okay? I don't know, maybe I can use his feathers for quills when he molts. Aye,
Wow.
he looks a bit small, but he's probably big enough for that. Quills only cost about 1 or 2 bits, though. Adds up over time. I guess it does.
Yeah.
I mean, if he feeds himself, it's kind of like a net gain. Except for me, who has to clean up after his droppings. So, okay, he's useful somehow. That means he's not a pet. We know what happens to pets. He's a utility bird. Alright, what you want to name the utility bird? How about Aloysius? I don't even know how to spell that. How about Al, for short? That way it's easier to pass it off like we didn't name him, as though we're pronouncing it wrong, like we're stupid. Hey, you ever see Rainbow Dash make an ass of herself directly to Celestia, and then get away with it? Oy, she must be onto something there. No kidding. You could punish the girl, but she wouldn't know what she did wrong.
Exactly.
If I could start all over, I would just play dumb from start to finish. You could have done that, but then you wouldn't get to read much that way. No, watch, it'd be like this. I love reading books to set a good example for kids. I may not understand all the big words, but I try my best to read the smartest looking books. Oh, I see. Very clever. I guess it takes a bit of wit to figure out how to play stupid correctly. Yeah, and the best part is that it makes perfect sense that I'd sing the Rubber Ducky song in my head all the time. Perfect shield for magical thought reading. You've been giving this a lot of thought, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I have. But it's too late to do it now. Everybody would see right through it. I'd have to wait for some kind of opening, but I don't know what. You'd blend right in at Ponyville.
Speaking of, you've seemed to have mellowed out a lot since you got here. Yeah, I guess I'm not as stressed out as I was. Well, it's nice having a bit more input now and again, but don't let your guard down. I know, but hey Spike, nothing has changed, but for what it's worth, just leave it, Twilight. You make good pancakes, loud and clear. So, are we going out today? Should I pack your bags or what? No, I'm staying in. I don't see what the crime is with being a happy shut-in. Alright, I'm going to take a nap then. Just give me a call if you need something. Will do. Good night, Spike. Good night.
Wow, that was a very different episode. Holy crap. Like, nothing much happened there, but at the same time, a lot did. And I actually really liked it. We just got like a lot of character interaction between Twilight and Spike. Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad episode, but it definitely wasn't the greatest. But I actually like that episode. Like I said, not much like action-wise happened in it, but I feel like considering this was the last episode of the first like Millennium Advance series. I think that was a pretty cool way to end that. Got some Spike actually making some good points there. And just the interaction between those two was actually pretty cool. Like they were actually acting somewhat nice to each other while still being assholes at the same time. I really like that. That was a good episode. So that's the end of the first Millennium Advance series. Now I'll be getting into the newer Negative series. I'll start that one as soon as I can, most likely next week. So that's it for episodes 20, 21, 22. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy.